33-year-old Heather Hare of Conway, Arkansas, married mother of one, by the way, entered a plea in federal court to admitting to transporting a minor across state lines for the purpose of unlawful sexual activity.
Welcome back to Looking for Better Days. Looks like this situation we're dealing with sex trafficking is what it looks like. Not exactly sure. Let's get into it.
For laughing with us through the fun times and helping us through all the bad times and crazy times of high school. We all appreciate you and we cannot wait to see you.
An Arkansas teacher whose students praised in a video that later went viral has pled guilty to a federal sex crime. We're bringing back on Hillary Nappy, a lawyer who has litigated hundreds of cases on behalf of survivors of sexual abuse. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Well,
it looks like that they said that she had some type of inappropriate interaction with the child as well, so we'll see how it goes.
That didn't take long. Another former teacher going to prison for sexually assaulting her students. 33-year-old Heather Hare of Conway, Arkansas, married mother of one, by the way, entered a plea in federal court to admitting to transporting a minor across state lines for the purpose of unlawful sexual activity.
I want to know why none of these women are. Well, majority of the women that I've reported on as far as these crimes are concerned, it's almost like none of them are single. They're all married. They all have kids. They all seem to be in a cookie cutter happy relationship, but yet still they find the time and the space to go out and do these heinous crimes. That kind of doesn't make sense to me.
Her sentencing date has not been set yet, but she faces between 10 years and life in prison.
Yeah, that
Now,
sounds
there's a
about
chance
right.
that you may recognize her. Why do I say that? Well, Heather Hare, she taught family consumer science classes at Bryant High School in Bryant, Arkansas, but she was featured on Good Morning America after
Oh
a video
man.
her students made for her went viral in 2020.
So not only that, she's got like, I can't even say she's famous, but she's got a level of spotlight to her because of, I guess, the positive things that they thought she was doing. So why would you then put yourself in a predicament to where you have skeletons to be exposed? Like, that's the easiest way for people to get a hold of you, is if you have any type of fame attached to you. But neither here nor there.
Tara, I just want to say thank you so much for teaching me this year. I had so much fun. I'm going to miss all the laughs we had in the class and all your wows and all of the TikTok dances we tried to teach you.
I'm assuming that's blurred
You
because the
see,
kids are in
when the
there.
COVID-19 pandemic hit, there were schools in Arkansas that went virtual, but only core classes continued. So some of the students put together this video for Hare, and the sweet moment made national headlines. But it wasn't all so great because federal prosecutors say it's what happened in 2021 and 2022 that would be Hare's downfall. An investigation revealed that Hare met the minor victim on his first day of senior year. She began one-on-one counseling sessions with him, eventually giving him her phone number as well as Instagram and Snapchat usernames. Investigators say that Hare later told the victim that she had a dream that the two of them were having sex. So she actually gave him her address. Hare admitted that she and the victim engaged in sex acts 20 to 30 times. She says that the assaults happened at her home, her car, classroom, parking lots at the high.
It almost seems like the more of these videos I do, it seems like the bolder the people in the video keep getting, and the more they're willing to risk their freedom, the person's mental health, their own future, their credentials, whatever it is that they've built up in this world. They're willing to just throw it away for a fling with a minor, whether they're on the edge of being an adult, or some of them are 10, 11, 12 years old. I really don't get the mentality behind this.
High school. Then in April of 2022, Hare was the chaperone for a field trip to Washington, D.C. 4 students were on the trip, 3 females, 1 male. That male was the one that she had been having sex with. And they apparently had sex on the trip, which is where the transporting a minor across state lines part comes into that charge. Now, in a
Oh,
statement,
okay. So
Jonathan Ross, the United States Attorney for the Eastern District of Arkansas, he said, quote, This former teacher took advantage of her position of trust and the vulnerability of a minor, using her role to entice and lure this minor into engaging in unlawful sexual activity.
So I guess it's not necessarily sex trafficking. It's more like a technicality of sex trafficking.
Our office will continue to seek significant penalties against any educational professional who sexually abuse their students. Now, Hare was indicted in federal court back in August of 2023. She entered her guilty plea this week. But when she was indicted in August, she wasn't only hit with the transportation of a minor charge, but also one count of interstate/foreign travel for prostitution/sexual activity by coercion. But it seems in exchange for her guilty plea, that remaining charge was dismissed. Let me bring back on Hillary Nappy.
A teacher in Connecticut is behind bars, accused of having sex with an 11-year-old boy and giving him a bracelet that said best friends with benefits for life. And if you think you misheard me just now, you didn't. You heard me right. The boy was 11, and yes, police said she actually gave him that bracelet.
So 11. I think that I don't even know if kids mature at 11 as far as like puberty goes. Like, they're able to. I don't even know how that happened. I'm gonna just, yeah, I can't. I don't. I have no words.
Allison Kranick faces charges, including 2 counts of sexual assault. The crime was first reported back in September, and police said they investigated and found flirtatious and sexual messages on the boy's Snapchat and iMessages. Documents say the boy told police he
Snapchat again. Snapchat again. I'm starting to think that Snapchat isn't just a app for adults at all. Like, I think that mainly children use it, and this is what they use it for. Because every time we speak about one of these instances, the child is almost always using Snapchat. What is going on? Like, and the teachers must know this. Like, the people who are doing this, they must know that Snapchat is like the breeding grounds for this nonsense.
sneaked out of his house 14 times last year and had sex with Kranick in her car at Horace Porter School. At that time, the boy was 11 and then turned 12. Police wrote in an arrest warrant that Kranick downplayed any messages she had with the student, and she claimed she was comforting him because he was having trouble at home. A judge told Kranick's parents they'd have to post 10% of her $500,000 bail so she could be released, and she can't leave the state of Connecticut. I'm Anjanette Levy. It's Thursday, and this is Crime Fix, Law and Crime's rundown of the top stories in the world of both law and crime.
The disturbing trend of illicit student-teacher relationships continues as a Mississippi teacher is charged with sending explicit photos to a student.
I think some people are getting into the job to be.
Here goes another one, right? And not for nothing, just judging by looks. Why? I don't. You had options to be able to go outside and find somebody around your age to want to deal with. Why? What is going on with the preying on kids? Like, what's the fascination about it?
Predators.
This is 27-year-old Emily Swinkowski, a one-time art teacher at Water Valley High School, about 2 hours north of Jackson. Swinkowski resigned from her position and turned herself over to police on Monday after a weeks-long investigation into her alleged relationship with a student. Swinkowski is now accused of sending explicit photos to a 16-year-old student. To make sense of the case, we sat down with former CIA officer and FBI agent Tracy Walder.
I do wonder if part of it to them is this excitement of having that kind of power over an individual, which is pretty gross. But obviously I've never.
That's the same thing that I've been getting at this entire time. There has to be like a thing to the dynamic or something that's the driving factor as to why people want to continue to do this. Because what else could it be?
Been in tune with their brains.
On top of her credentials with both the CIA and FBI, Walder also added the role of teacher to her resume. She says some predators may specifically choose a teaching profession to target young and defenseless children.
I mean, as a teacher, I've taught
I think that's all we got for you guys today. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, hit the notification bell, turn the notifications on all so you can be notified whenever I upload. And I will see you guys next time. Please leave a comment down below so that I can know, how you guys feel about the content and stuff like that. It greatly helps me improve. And also leaving a like greatly helps the video get pushed out to other people. So please do not forget to do that. Also, the way YouTube's algorithm works, if you guys are interested enough to watch the video halfway through, that helps greatly as well. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.